Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Grace. Today I'm going to share with you 3 things that helped me improve my English a lot. I'm sure these tips can empower you to make great progress in your Chinese learning as well. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Build a solid foundation. This means that at the beginning of learning Chinese, don't rush to learn a variety of words, expressions, and sentence structures. You need to give yourself a period of time to master the basics of Chinese. For example, how to accurately pronounce the consonants and vowels in Chinese is one of the important things. Also, take some time to get used to the words and the sentence structures you have learned. Try to know how to use them correctly and practice them more.
Show me your citrus peels.
When you are building your solid foundation, it will seem like you are growing very slowly. But trust me, at this moment, all you need is enough patience and to believe in yourself. The reason why I found building a solid foundation so important when I was learning English is because my personal experience. I was trying to learn a lot of words and sentence structures when I was learning English at school. However, I couldn't really speak and use this language, even though I knew a lot of vocabulary. So I was determined to reinforce my fundamental skills in English, and I started learning how to pronounce English consonants and vowels, and also got used to the basic grammar and the common words. After I learned English this way, gradually I developed the ability to speak and use English, and this gave me lots of confidence and kept me moving forward. And according to my experience, I can tell you that you will grow very fast after you have a solid foundation. Tip number 2. Having the right method and attitude. Keep up the momentum. An essential element for successful language learning is having the right methods and attitude.
No. Don't think of it as work. The whole point is just to enjoy yourself.
I know you might think that this is not directly related to language learning, but this is actually a critical part. It determines whether you can keep moving forward. And we all know that persistence is a key factor to acquiring a language successfully. So here we are going to discuss 2 questions that can help you reflect your current thoughts. The first one is, how do you perceive learning Chinese? Is it only for passing a test and getting a good job? Or is it learning Chinese opens the door for you and exposes you to a different world and culture? These thoughts will unconsciously affect the actions you take and whether you have the passion to keep learning. Personally, I perceive learning English as a way to communicate with more people, receive more information, and achieve more things. So this motivates me to keep moving forward and keep on learning English. You can think about what is your motivation for learning Chinese and make sure that these reasons are strong enough to push you forward. The second question is, what builds your self-confidence when learning Chinese? The reason I ask this question is because having self-confidence can help you achieve your goal and to not give up on it, even if you encounter some setbacks and obstacles. Let me tell you my own story. I was very bad at English. When I was in college, we had a graduation requirements that we had to pass an English test. I failed twice and finally passed the 3rd time. But during this period of time, I didn't lose faith in myself, and quite the opposite, I gradually built my self-confidence and momentum of learning English. You might wonder why that is. The thing is, I didn't base my self-confidence on passing the test. Instead, I built my self-confidence on achieving my daily tasks for learning English. And although I failed at passing the test, during this time, I didn't fail at any mission I gave myself, so I knew that I was improving, I was growing, and the sense of achievement like this really boosted my confidence and made me believe that I would learn English well anyway. So thinking about this question, what builds your self-confidence in learning Chinese? You might be surprised at how much impact this can have in your Chinese learning. Tip number 3. Put some efforts in choosing the right learning materials and form habits. To keep improving your Chinese, finding suitable materials is one of the most important things. You might ask, what kind of material is suitable? Here, let me explain it to you. When you are choosing a book, a podcast, or a TV show to enhance your Chinese, make sure it is at a level where you can learn and acquire new words, new phrases, and new grammar. The best material should allow you to understand 80 to 90% of the content, with 10 to 20% having new vocabulary or expressions. In this case, you can acquire those new words and expressions by context. You might still need to check the meaning, but this is the most effective way to increase your level. And as I mentioned in another video, the content of the material also plays an important role. You have to enjoy watching it or listening to it, which means that the content should be something that you are truly interested in. And since the content appeals to you, you will be willing to read or listen to it every day. So gradually you will form a habit of it. Then after several months, you will realize how much you have improved with these habits you have established. Okay, that's what I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you next time. Bye!